Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys exercises that I do to strengthen my wrists in order to prevent injury. They're not like the strongest part of your body, and it's very important to keep them strong and healthy so that you don't injure yourself, okay? I've had many sprained wrists, many injured wrists, which actually stops me from being the best I could be. It puts a stop or a pause with my training as far as dancing goes. And so I hope that this video helps you out getting strong wrists. So the first thing that I do when I'm getting ready to warm up to strengthen my wrists is I do very basic wrist rolls, right? Just kind of do, several of these for like maybe 20 seconds around both ways, right? I'm not gonna do the full 20 seconds because I'm not gonna bore you guys watching me do this. So I do that. Another one that I do that's very, very good for you are single wrist rolls. I try to make the biggest circle that I can with my wrists or with my knuckles, right? And I do that both ways. I actually not only do it to the front, but I also do it to the side. I usually stand up for this, but in this position because I want to show you some other stretches that I do. So I do those to kind of warm up the wrists. Let's get into this floor stretches over here, floor strengthening conditioning exercises that I do. The first one that I do, I actually always start with my fingers facing this way, like this, right? And I'm gonna face sideways. And I know my microphone is here, but I want you guys to really hear me. So I face my fingers here. I always keep my fingers spread out when I do these exercises. And the first thing I do is I kind of push off. As you can see, my back is kind of pushing off my arms all the way to the floor. I'm pushing off the floor basically. And I do that several times. I do about 10 of those. And then I actually also start rocking back and forth. So I go here. I do, depending on what I'm stretching that or what I'm doing that day. If I'm training handstands or if I'm training a lot of power moves, I'll do more here. So I do those, rock back and forth. Then I switch my hands over to the front, right? I'm on the side view because I want you guys to see again. I kind of rock back and forth here. If you feel like this is too easy for you, if you feel strong enough already, like your wrists are strong already, you can even do this in a plank position and just kind of rock back and forth. Good, right? So I'll face you guys this time. Again, fingers are spread out. And I'm just rocking back and forth here. Right? I can also do circular motion, just to get all the way around the joint of the wrist. There's many little bones in the wrist, and you want to make sure that everything is nice and juiced up. Good. Again, I do several of those. I do the same thing when I'm with my hands out, the circles. But I'm gonna show you guys a different one because you guys saw me do the circles already. I do one where I actually push off my fingers here. And I call these like finger push-ups. It's basically kind of pushing off your fingers, and you'll start feeling it like by your forearm and your hand muscles. That one helps me out a lot as well. I do the same here as well. When I bring my fingers in, I do circles or rock back and forth, right? I'm not gonna show you all of those because you guys get the idea. Another good one, you already did all these exercises with your hands this way. A good one is switch it up. I call these puppy paws, right? When I'm facing down this way. And I try to keep my hands my arms as straight as possible, right? If you can't do it yet, just try your hardest to straighten out your arms, right? This is, I would say, like level 1. If you're trying to get push it a little bit if you think that's too easy. Make 2 fists here. Put your elbows down, your forearms completely down, and then push off, leaving your full wrist on the ground, right? And you can't open your fists. So see, my fists are still strong and not open, right? So you want to keep it in that position. Again, if you're stuck here, that's fine. That's where you're at. You don't want to over push it. But if you can strengthen your arms, that's better, okay? Cool. So we have those exercises. Again, you can do the front one also in a pike position, right? Back and forth. That's also going to help you out a lot with strengthening. It's going to help you strengthen the shoulders as well, which is just as important as the wrists. Up next, one of my favorite ones. This is a flex bar TheraBand. All right, like I said, I've been using the TheraBand a lot lately. I got this actually for Christmas. It's probably one of the best things I've used for my wrists. There's like many different things, like the gyro ball that you can use. It's called flex bar. And I'll show you a few of the exercises that I do with this. To warm up with the flex bar, I actually grab it like this, kind of like, you can see my wrists aren't straight. They're kind of like ready to twist. And I'm gonna grab it here, right? I don't keep it up or down. And I just twist as I bring it down, right? Like this. I do, you know, again, depending on how much I'm training that day, I'll do either 10 or 20 on both sides, right? And this actually helps me out a lot. It's actually working on my forearms a lot, and you want to strengthen really your forearms. A lot of the stuff that you do on your wrist, your muscles that are kind of supporting the wrist are your forearms, besides everything else. But that's like the first muscle. So you want to make sure that your forearms are strong, okay? Another one, very, very important that I do is I grab it here, the flex bar. I have my elbows tucked in and I just go down, right? Flex down and control, okay? So like not like that, right? I'm gonna control it also on the way up, right? So, because my wrists were really weak, I actually started doing this a lot, and I would do literally like 100 of these, like before training. I would just sit there and do 100 of these. Every like 30, I would hold, right? Then finish 100, and then I will also hold, right? The holds are actually very important. And you can actually sometimes feel it even up your arm in your tricep area. Then I go up. So this one's also huge. The first one kind of works more of the outside part of your forearm. The one when you're facing up, your palms up, it works more of the inside part of your forearms, right? And I actually did the same exact thing here. Control on the way down. I would, depending on what I'm training today, at first I started actually doing like, again, 100. And I would hold, you know, and these holds actually, I would hold every 30 for 30 seconds, right? And that actually really strengthened up my forearms and my wrists. So this right here is very important. I don't know where she got it. Like I said, I got this for Christmas. So if you can find one of these, maybe online, or actually it says performancehealth.com. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not, you know, trying to advertise for them, but visit the site or whatever, you know, if you can find it on Amazon. I suggest, you know, getting this. It's gonna help your wrist a lot, and it's gonna help your performance, and also help you prevent injury. Okay. I hope this video helped you guys out. Again, a lot of the stuff that we do for breaking, or it doesn't even have to be breaking, yogis and, you know, different sports use this a lot. Actually, I know a lot of bodybuilders who lack of wrist strength, and they actually injure their wrist pretty constantly. This stuff, it helped me out. I hope it helps you guys out too. It's very important. So yeah, I'm kind of mumbling here, but thank you guys for watching.